Today we come together to celebrate the signing of House Bill 117, legislation that allocates $45 million to Marshall University for the establishment of a cutting-edge cybersecurity institute. Governor Justice, President Blair, Speaker Hanshaw, and members of our legislature, words cannot express the depth of our gratitude. Your unwavering support, dedication, and division has not gone unnoticed. On behalf of the entire Marshall University community, thank you for this effort on your behalf, and thank you for what this will do for Marshall University and the state of West Virginia. This initiative not only underscores your commitment to education and innovation, but shows us your dedication and your foresight into recognizing the importance of cybersecurity in our digital world. Today, we come together to celebrate this occasion. Thank you for your tireless efforts and your advocacy on behalf of Marshall University, which helped make today become a reality. Your commitment to education and the prosperity of West Virginia are truly commendable. But we come together today not to just celebrate a financial allocation, but instead a collaboration and shared vision of knowledge, opportunities, and growth. We have a lot of great things happening here in the state and a lot of great things lying ahead for us. So let's celebrate, let's learn, let's grow, and let's count all the countless achievements that we have that will lie before us. Thank you again for coming here and being with us today. We look forward to the opportunities that this new Cybersecurity Institute will create. Now at this time, I would like to introduce our student body president, Walker Tatum, who will come up and say a few words on behalf of the Marshall University student body.
As Tony mentioned, my name is Walker Tatum, and I have the honor of serving as the student body president here at Marshall University and being a voice for the students. What a great day for Marshall University in West Virginia, am I right? Let's give another big round of applause. Super exciting. Governor Justice, on behalf of all the students, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for all of the endless amount of support you've given not only our state of West Virginia, but our institution, your alma mater of Marshall, making sure that all students, past, present, and future, investing in us, making sure that there's a brighter tomorrow. So thank you, truly, from every student. And all of the students, there's some students up here in the rafters that came today. This is a great day, monumentous day. The Senate President and the Speaker of the House, thank you all for being here as well. I want to thank you on behalf of students for all of the support that you put towards this. We are super excited. Just speaking with my peers, they can't even hold their excitement in for what Marshall University has to come. At this time, I truly just want to say that it's amazing to have all of the West Virginia leaders here as well. Give yourselves another big round of applause for everything you do. This is just the beginning for a wondrous thing happening here on Marshall University's campus. The best is yet to come for our great state of West Virginia and Marshall University. And at this time, Governor Justice, I'm going to loop around you and I'm going to give you an official handshake on behalf of the students, okay? Is that okay?
At this time now, it's my pleasure to introduce a man who works tirelessly on behalf of the state of West Virginia. I've had the opportunity to spend some time with President Blair on our Choose West Virginia trips, and believe me, folks, he is all West Virginia all the time. He has been at the forefront of leadership during unprecedented economic growth in the state of West Virginia, and has been the leader we needed in the Senate during these times that we were prospering here in the state. Ladies and gentlemen, Senate President Craig Blair.
Thanks, Tony. There was an agenda for today, and I see this clipboard here. I take notes throughout, and I write my speech that way, but it got it early, so that's the way to get a quick speech from me. You hope. It is a great day. Marshall University is the one that's receiving the funds, $45 million, by the way, and my world's all about numbers, by the way. But they're a conduit. They're a conduit for one of the components of creating a new West Virginia, and it's called cybersecurity. We work, the Speaker does, Brad does, the Governor does, all of us work together as a team to be able to bring opportunity to the state of West Virginia. So you, all of you guys here, will have job opportunities in this state, gainful employment. I've been doing this since 2003, and I've watched us hemorrhage jobs from this state for decades and decades. And it's the leadership of the people that you've got in this room that are making a difference. You can see it. You can see it in every aspect, whether it be the roads, the water, the sewer, the educational opportunities, the tax reforms, the investment in ourselves. And every penny that we spend nowadays, there's a return on that investment for you, our future. We can't never forget that. That's the driving force. I've become an old man. But in my heart, I'm still young, like the people above us. And the people of West Virginia deserve what they're getting now, a better, more prosperous future. And cybersecurity is a component of that. But I got a lot of butts in here today. The Board of Governors, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for hiring this man here. I'm going to have a little bit of a conversation about you and I when we first talked. And that is the people of West Virginia for the longest time didn't believe in themselves. They are now starting to believe in the opportunities that can be in front of them. Dream big. I better say this upwards. Dream big. The people outside the state think better of us than what we do of ourselves on the inside. That must change. And it is changing. And you can see it. You can see it with those opportunities. But President Smith, you're changing the dynamic. You're changing it in a way that makes it so that the people of the state can believe and can dream big. And we all know what's going on at WVU, and they will work out their problems, but you come into this role with a vision of a 10-year plan, if I remember right, and that is these students will be graduating with no student debt and with gainful employment that can be utilized in the state of West Virginia. Our number one export's been our youth. That must change. That way it changes the dynamics. Instead of having an aging population, we got a younger population that has families. I blurt out all the time, has children, makes babies. But for anybody that is our age, we realize that the children and the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren is what makes the world turn and what delivers true happiness. With that said, I went too long. I know I went too long, but it feels so good to have these moments like this. And it wouldn't happen without a team with the governor, a team with the speaker, a team with the president, and everybody else sitting in this room. We all rowed the boat in the same direction for one common good. The people of West Virginia. Thank you.
Tony, thank you. Friends, it is a great day to be a West Virginian today. It is a great day to be a West Virginian today. And Governor, I want to thank you for your leadership on putting this bill on last week's special session call. You know, one of the things that we pride ourselves on as leaders of West Virginia is our ability to recognize opportunity and our ability to respond to challenges. And last week we did that, and I'm happy to say that with the help of our colleagues who are here with us, many of whom are here with us today, my colleagues as members of the House of Delegates, the President's colleagues in the Senate who were here, we were proud to join with the Governor in recognizing one of the greatest opportunities we have here in West Virginia today to capitalize on a historic tradition that we have embraced and grown here in West Virginia. Last month, President Smith and I had the opportunity to spend an afternoon with a defense contractor in Seattle, Washington. And the leader of our tour that day said that it was their mission to defend America on sea, on air, on land, in space, and in cyberspace. A defense contractor said those words to us. On sea, on air, on land, in space, which we've all heard for years. But the defense contractor actually said to us that it was their mission now to defend America in cyberspace. No better representation of that can be possible than the fact that we have here with us this afternoon members of our National Guard, leaders of our state's Intelligence Fusion Center, law enforcement, and all those that you will serve and with whom you will work as students trained at Marshall University. I'm proud that we've taken this step this past week. I'm proud that we are collectively, as a state, creating an opportunity for us to continue leading our country. We've done that. The state of West Virginia has per capita sent more people into the armed forces to defend America than any other state in America since our history, in our history. We'll continue to do that now, but it takes a new kind of training to defend our country. It takes a new kind of professional to defend our country against the kind of threats that we will face, because those threats come in new ways today. This very morning, I awoke from sleep to an email from my retirement account provider who told me that I needed to immediately change my password because their system had been hacked overnight, last night. You will receive training at Marshall University which will help you protect the futures and retirement security of 300 million Americans. And that will happen here in Huntington. That will happen here at Marshall University, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. The chance we have to create and grow our ability as a state to protect the world will begin here in Huntington. Cybersecurity Magazine reported that in 2002, the average Fortune 500 company, sustained 39 cyber attack attempts per second. 39 per second. It takes a lot of Marshall graduates to beat back 39 hacks per second per Fortune 500 company all across America. I am excited that we get the chance to sign this bill today. I'm excited that the governor had the leadership and the foresight to put this bill on our special session call. I'm grateful that my colleagues recognize it. I'm grateful that the president and Marshall University have collectively said to the state that we want to continue providing leadership in this area. I am a very proud two-time Mountaineer graduate, but today I'm proud to say that we all are Marshall. Thank you.
This is the power of we. As Tony said, we are filled with gratitude. Governor, Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, our elected leaders, Senator Jeffries, just phenomenal partnership with you throughout this process. Our agency partners, all the friends, all the alumni, the amazing students. They say that gratitude is when a memory is not recorded in your mind, it's recorded in your heart. This moment's going to be recorded in the heart of West Virginians for generations to come. Because as Tony said, this is a milestone moment, not just for Marshall University, but for the great state of West Virginia. A $45 million investment in the future of our children and the future of our state, and candidly, the future of Appalachia and the United States. This is such an opportunity because cybersecurity, this $45 million investment, is going to build a state-of-the-art Institute for Cybersecurity. It will erect the building that will have 78,000 square feet, 13 advanced labs, and it will train the next generation of cybersecurity experts and help them lead and move into good paying jobs. And let me give you some statistics on cybersecurity. You heard some from the speaker. Right now, U.S. News & World Report ranks the best job to have in the United States as a cybersecurity job. In fact, there are 714,000 open positions for people with these credentials today. It's projected by now to 2031, the job growth in cybersecurity will grow by 35%. It is amazing foresight on behalf of the governor, the president, the speaker, and our legislative leaders as well as those who represent us in Congress in the United States, in D.C., that we leaned into this. How did we get to this moment? In 2016, our state leaders and our universities got together and challenged ourselves. We said we need to look into the future. What are the greatest secular trends? What are the greatest unsolved problems that our world is wrestling with, that we as West Virginians have proven that we can be distinctive, we can be excellent, and we can bring solutions to those problems, and when doing so, we strengthen our own economy and prepare a better tomorrow for our next generation. Cybersecurity was at the top of that list, and our state leaned in. The collective we leaned in. We have distinguished ourselves when we go to Seattle, Silicon Valley, D.C., New York, everywhere we go, West Virginia is known for excellence in cybersecurity. Marshall University is proud to have a seat at that table. You may not know that 9 of the last 11 years, Marshall University students have placed #1 in the nation in forensic science. This year, we were #1 again in the nation. In cybersecurity, they host a competition every year. The Marshall University students were #1 in 2020 national champions. This year, they scored 14th out of 450. They came home and they were describing 14th out of 450. We know we can do better. And then I discovered they weren't just competing with students. They were competing with national agencies who sent their professionals. And our students stood toe-to-toe, 14th out of 450. And if that's not enough, the coach of the United States cybersecurity team this year will be named officially tomorrow, Professor Josh Brunty from right here at Marshall University. Make no mistake, when the world calls, West Virginia answers. And Marshall University is a proud member of this coalition. It is our elected leaders in D.C., Senators Manchin, Capito, Congresswoman Miller. It is Governor Justice, it's President Blair, it's Speaker Hanshaw, it's all of our elected leaders. It is our partners in the Department of Education, the Department of Defense, the Department of Homeland Security, the Appalachian Regional Commission, and yes, it is our brothers and sisters at West Virginia University, West Virginia State University, Mount West Community and Technical College, the Higher Education Policy Commission. We all work together because we understand the power of we. And today is a great day for all of us. And I'll wrap up by saying, Speaker Hanshaw said it best, today we are all Marshall. We refer to ourselves as the thundering mountaineers across the state because we know that we are all tied to a common goal. But it is a proud day when the governor of the state of West Virginia is also a son of Marshall University. And the first lady of West Virginia is a daughter of Marshall University, which makes Baby Dog in addition to the rest of the family. And Baby Dog's cousin Marco is just sitting just to the left, so we've got them all. Governor, seriously, you bring honor to our institution, you bring pride to our state, and it is a privilege now for me to introduce the governor of the great state of West Virginia, a son of Marshall, a great leader, Governor Jim Justice.
Okay, enough's enough. Y'all sit down. You know, there's no point in me rehashing what's already been said. And it's been said very eloquently, and we should be very respectful. Now, but I want to take you back. I want to take you back just a few years, you know, to a little skinny guy that had brown hair. And it's hard for y'all to believe, isn't it, that I was skinny. And now Baby Dog and I are on the same dietary program. But with that being said, I think it's Hollerby, is that correct? Yep. But at the time it was South Hall. And it just so happened that Kathy was close by in Twin Towers when we got the news that night that the plane had gone down. Oh man, it's hard for me to, and it's a lot to bring me to tears, believe me, B. but it still hurts. And with all that being said, I can't tell you what this university means to me. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be here with you today. You know, we have had a great interaction with the legislature. And today, you've already heard of the greatness that's about to happen to this university and all of y'all. You know, really and truly, we can talk about the leadership that's here and all the dignitaries and everybody under the sun, but you're all that matters. When it really boils right down to it, you're our future and you're all that matters. Now, I can tell you, and I'll be quick and right to the point. You know, I could tell you a story about Coach Pruitt, and I thought, oh, what the heck. I get in a lot of trouble all the time. But let me tell you this. You know, Coach Pruitt bleeds Marshall. He does. And he always very jokingly teases with W.Va. At one time, he put a billboard up at W.Va, and a lot of us know that and everything, but with all that being said, this is as true as it can be, because I know the people that were W.Va supporters that had the plane. But they took Coach Pruitt to one of the W.Va football games, and literally W.Va lost a heartbreaker. Last second deal, lost on a field goal, lost by 2 points. It was a heartbreaker beyond belief. And they were walking across the tarmac, and they were sad, and they were talking about it. And Coach Pruitt said, hell, I don't know what y'all are sad about. He said, to be perfectly honest, I hate when they damn score. Now, he shouldn't have said that. Not at that moment. And I know he only does that in jest, because Coach Nealon and Coach Pruitt are wonderful, wonderful friends. And we have our university, you know, our flagship in many ways in WVU, and we have another flagship right here in Marshall. And we're proud, aren't we? And we have gone through some tough, tough times. And today, we're putting another stake in the sand that will absolutely perpetuate this university beyond good sense. You know, our speaker said that, 39 attacks per second. Is that correct? And I would be saying, if I were you, we got this. We got this. Because we're Marshall. And absolutely the great folks that we have that are teaching us and everything else are going to be sure that we got this. And so, with all that being said, I can tell you there's been tough moments, but we stand here united. I thank our president, I thank our speaker, I thank the guy that has been selected that is absolutely changing the course of this university like nobody's business in Brad Smith. So with all that being said, there's only one way. I won't be your governor forever. Absolutely, with all that said, the only way, and you have done it and done it and done it and done it, pull the rope together. Everybody pull the rope together. You know, you'll have tough times. There'll be a whole lot more tough times. But absolutely, you are rising from the ashes as we speak every single day. Every single day. Baby Dog and I'll sit here if you want to come up and say hi to Baby Dog after it's all over. I know you're 1,000 to 1 rather see Baby Dog than me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But now, if we could have our Senate President, our Speaker, and Brad come up here, and let's do this all together. Okay? one step.